with everything else on your plate, why did you think it was important to add this partnership and be a part of this coordinating team for the Readiness Projects? How is this really helping you think about and accelerate the work that you think is most important right now?
Thanks, Maria. I mean, I think it's fairly clear to everyone at the National Urban League and with all of our affiliates across the affiliate movement that what we are not just advocates, civil rights advocates, equity advocates, but we also deliver programs. And in the delivery of those programs, in our equity work, in the work that we do across other areas such as workforce development and health, we're very clear that we need to work comprehensively. And the Readiness Project for us is exactly that. It's the opportunity to tie together the science, what we know, what has been proven, with some of the things that we know from our practice. You know, we're very clear that while not everything is going to be gold standard research, that there are things that we learn in our programs that most of the folks here on this call also recognize in their programs as things that work, things that are impactful for our communities. And we see this as an opportunity to blend our practice work, our policy work, our equity work, all together with a real clear sense that we can do more to bring about a more robust equity by focusing on all three things simultaneously and by inviting in conversations that focus on solutions and not just analysis. You know, the analysis is very, very important, but we want to make sure that there are opportunities for young people that cut across funding lines, that cut across what might be a traditional sector, after school versus workforce development versus summer youth employment. These are all opportunities for the folks on this call and the folks who work in the sector to really think about our work in a different fashion, perhaps a fashion that allows us into the education conversation. So for the National Urban League and many of you, I would imagine, education is not the same thing as schooling. So teaching and learning wherever it takes place is what we're focused on, including the adult learning, the people that work most closely with young people, the kinds of things we need to do to help prepare those workers, the kinds of things we need to do, support them in process, in addition to the things that we need to do with and alongside young people to build their agency, their thriving, and that we alone are in this sector focused on these kinds of things and can work comprehensively and across these lines, mostly artificial lines, in order to accomplish our work. The last thing I'll say is, you know, we are all spending our time focused on the problems, right? The inequities that affect us now and that have been exacerbated exponentially during this time. However, we mustn't lose sight of the persistent inequities that have remained for decades, unremarked upon and seemingly unremarkable, but devastating in that they have most clearly been understood as part of the normal that we seek to get back to. So there are certain pressure points that have emerged and become starkly clear during this time of the pandemic, but there are underlying things that we believe the Readiness Project can help us address that have been a part of the normal, of the status quo, that we'd like to upend, challenge, and bring about additional quality, equity, and thriving in our work.